Hi, it's Joy. Today I'm going to be watching Only Murders in the Building, Season 1, Episode 6, To Protect and Serve. Are the police getting involved now, finally? I am loving this show. Thank you so much, Kevin, for sponsoring. A reminder that if you're watching this at some point in the future, although it will be the future for you, on YouTube, the unedited versions of these reactions are all on my Patreon, thanks to Kevin. And let's go.
Not subject our unborn child to this true crime bullshit, please.
This one is cute.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, that was a suicide, open and shut.
Okay, but sorry. What about the paw prints?
Yeah.
They found it.
You fucking for real? You didn't have to hit me with the work shit. Not today.
So, life is hard.
We continued staring at the Jones for what felt like a beat too long.
Who's Angel?
It's the only name I got.
Interesting.
Kono was obsessed with buying pieces from Angel.
We are investigating, and your daughter has been a big help in this.
What do you mean investigating?
I mean, we...
Tell that to our 17 subscribers.
Wow, 17, is that good?
No.
My daughter can't help herself. Dragging my little girl back into the worst thing that ever happened to her.
I'm not a little girl. Please stop.
Demoros nocturnos fine.
You need to support her as much as you can, even if you're scared for her. She's going to get drawn into checking this case, which is what we need. Because they're being given, like, warnings and things.
Try watching your only child, so smart, so sure of herself, turn into a ghost from grief. Then see if you want to make a podcast about it.
Yeah.
We didn't know about that. We didn't know about a lot, it seems.
That is true that the true crime industry does have a huge problem with a lot of these. There are people who make true crime content and they do it respectfully and they have respect for the victims' families and the people affected. But there are also a lot of people who just want money.
Please leave her be.
She's an adult making her choices. She's not moving forward.
I'm a stranger that lied to you a bunch, and you're two randos that dragged me into a podcast.
Yeah, she wasn't behind the podcast.
For a person of no significance.
I used context clues, but thank you.
Welcome.
You could still do the podcast, though.
It's been the most alive I felt in a decade.
What's gonna draw them all back in? The killer? The detective?
We got yelled at by a mom.
I know. I'm shook. People told me that word. So we can't possibly go on.
Fully agree.
You have to.
Why is that exactly?
This is Mabel's life. We can't exploit her
True.
pain playing detective.
No, it's Teddy, our sponsor.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Come to me. It still seems bad.
He gave you a lot of money. You can't stop the
Mind
podcast.
coming with me?
They want all hands off, and I can't get up to Sergeant by opening a case that I already closed? No, that's not how it works. That's what we're not going to do.
Oof. The night it all happened. Was she wearing the ring that he was trying to find? He was trying to solve the murder all these years later.
Oh, shit.
She didn't have it on. Not when she died.
Yep. The killer took it.
Does this mean...
We please spend like 2 minutes talking about not death.
That's a reasonable request.
I've kind of been waiting for you. Sorry, I don't mean waiting for you like I was waiting for you. I didn't save myself for you.
No, yeah,
for sure. I've did other things.
You're right. It's horrible. I can't see that.
He's sweet. I hope they get to prove his innocence and have his record cleansed. At the end of all of this.
One of their granddaughters. Wow. And their prime suspect is Sting.
No!
Yes.
No.
The title of their podcast is Demas Chicken Wraps Presents, Only Murders in the Building.
Oh. Positive press for your chicken wraps.
Shit themselves in envy.
Yep. They praised his chicken wraps.
That's...
Yeah, I feel like a proud papa. My boys.
Remember the whole thing about not wanting to capitalize and make
Right
profit
on
off of
shit.
Mabel's pain?
My grandmother, my Yaya
It's
Evangelia,
getting very
was a young woman when the
emotional
Turks
all of a sudden.
started slaughtering.
Just talk to Mabel about it and ask her, like,
So is Oscar a good kisser?
can we approve these things? Is this a way to do it respectfully and things like that?
I have to see this through.
It is her
I have to
choice.
figure this out.
What he was doing in the days leading up to his death. A laptop, a calendar, any piece of physical evidence that would bring us
Ooh,
closer
she's
to
gonna smuggle on the phone.
I don't remember how Herman doesn't mean you don't need help sometimes.
Yeah.
We have 1,265 downloads. Apparently, people still watch live TV.
Where was this audience when I directed Godspell live on NBC?
What?
You know my phone settings. I'm not a rando.
Nope, you're besties.
All right, we need to deal with this mess. Rip it up.
Mabel's about to knock on the door.
Wait.
Oh, thank God, what?
What's this account? It's not in Teddy's name.
Well, he said he had a separate business account for
Look at the name.
Angel.
Angel Inc. Oh, no. Teddy is
Oh
not
my
the
lord.
that
Twist,
one
twist,
of the funny things.
twists.
I was wondering
I'm really sorry about lying to you guys.
on multiple fronts for weeks.
An inordinate amount of lying.
Yep.
It was borderline sociopathic.
Want to do this podcast? I have to finish this with you guys.
That is so rando.
That is not the right gesture. Someone left this for me at the front desk. It's Tim Kono's phone.
Whoa!
But we need to find the password.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I'm so glad.
Say hello.
Teddy Demas? Wait, so you're saying...
That's right. Our prime sponsor is now our prime suspect.
It is a suspect.
That will make a great last line for an episode.
I mean, maybe get all your money from him before you go publicly accusing him, because he may have some issues with that. But that is a great episode. It was great to sort of meet Mabel's mum and to see her, to see how much the tragedy did affect her and how much her mother has wished every second of every day that she could have made it so that Mabel did not go through this. It was also kind of really sweet to see her and Oscar bonding. I hope that at the end of all this they prove what really happened that night. Whether maybe somewhere on Tim's phone he's even got a thing that's like, I saw XYZ do it. Like, was he trying to make it right all these years later? Doesn't make it right, but it makes it a little better maybe. Just for if Oscar could have that exonerated off of his record, it would just mean the world for him. And I think in that situation he'd get some kind of reparation money and he could use it to start his yoga studio. But no, he seems like a really good guy and he and Mabel seem very sweet, so I kind of hope there is a future for them. But I know season 2 is coming, so it's not like this is all going to get wrapped up with a bow anytime soon. And we had that beginning bit with the fire alarm and Mabel in a body. A lot was happening. So it was really good to get more of a sense of Mabel's character, of what drives her and who she is. And now, finally, the 3 main characters are all on the same page, they all have the same information, and I'm very excited. Our new main suspect is interesting, because why would he be funding a podcast into it? Or is that a way, like, the murderer like to stay involved in the situation? They like to stay involved in the crime, to, like, an investigation even, to see what's happening along the way, and he can kind of push them in certain directions? I don't know. It's an interesting turn of events. He's definitely a possibility, especially as he lives in the Arconian. That could be how Tim found out about him. It could be how he was linked to the dead girl and everything there. Very interesting. Thank you so much, Kevin, for sponsoring this show, and thank you for watching.